Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renee Pilley, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Daith piercings and if they actually work. Coming up. Hi everyone. So just to give you a little bit of background information on me, I have suffered from headaches pretty much a good majority of my life. I never really had them a lot when I was a teenager, but I did get them when I got in my 20s, in my early 20s, and from then on it just seemed like it got worse. Like I've had them so bad to that I would be in a pitch black room, curtains closed, no noise, and couldn't move. Because if you move, your stomach starts pitching and rolling, and then you end up getting sick. Like, I've had some doozies of migraines to where I've ended up in the hospital and ended up getting Demerol shots and whatever. I've been put on like IV solutions with all kinds of stuff, and I mean I've had it all. And I found the past few years the migraines have become more and more severe, and I was having them regularly. I would have every single month. So I was kind of thinking that it might have been hormonal. I remembered the worst time, I think, actually it was back in August, and I had one that bad that I had to go to Emerge, and 2 days later it was still there, and I was trying to work through it, and I went back to Emerge, and I had a reaction to the medication that they gave me. It was dilaudid, and I was pretty much throwing up for 24 hours straight. It was probably the worst migraine I had ever had. Like the dilaudid done the trick with getting rid of the migraine, but then I was sick, like with vomiting so much, and sorry, I mean this is going to get a bit graphic, but and it takes you like 2 to 3 days to even recover from a migraine to where you feel somewhat normal again. And it seems like it lingers, and your eyes are really sensitive. Like, I've gone into work with sunglasses on sometimes, and everybody at work, I mean, they pretty much know that if I'm in my office and the lights are out, I've got a headache or a migraine, and they know that I get them. So I had researched and tried like everything imaginable, like to try and get rid of migraines. Like, even like there was one website that said, oh, if you eat apples you won't get migraines. If you stick your feet in warm water and put an ice pack on your neck, it'll get rid of a headache. They say peppermint will get rid of a headache. I mean, there's anything and everything. I've tried it. And migraine, over-the-counter migraine pills and tablets, that didn't do the trick for me. Like, I could go through, like, this is actually a Kirkland brand, but there's 120 pills into this one, and I used to get the Advil, the big, like the whopping big. I think there might be 250 pills into the big Advil one. Actually, it was the Equate brand. So I think it was like 250 pills if I remember correctly. I'd have to double check. But I could go through a bottle of one of those a month. Easy. Easy. Like, to where you're just like popping them just to be able to function, and trying to go to work, and you're popping like 2 of these extra strength gel caps like every 3 hours. And I mean, of course I have a sensitive stomach on top of this, so then of course the Advil would just kill my stomach, but Tylenol does absolutely nothing for me. Sorry, Tylenol, but it doesn't do anything for a migraine. Not mine, anyhow. So I was pretty much at my wit's end. Like, I thought that I was going to have to see a neurologist. I had dealt with this like for years, but it seemed like this past year had been like the worst. So I read online that Daith piercings were supposed to help people with headaches and migraines. there wasn't a real lot of information on Daith piercings. But in what I did find, basically they said that the inner cartilage of your ear, which is right here, I don't know if you can see mine there or not, right here, is an acupuncture site, and it's for your headaches and migraines. So I knew it would cost me $35. I went to a local piercer who I had gone to before, does great work, and if anybody in my area wants to go and get a Daith done, let me know and I'll touch base with them. But anyhow, I got my Daith pierced, and that was October the 15th. Yeah, I think it was October the 15th because I believe it was my brother's birthday. So I got my Daith piercing done, and I never had a headache that month like I normally did. And it's been, let me see, it's been 11 months now, and I've had the touch of one migraine, just one, the touch, and I can count on both hands how many minor headaches that I've had, which is before I was having migraines every single month that would last sometimes from 7 to 15 days. So to condense that down so much to where I've only got one migraine that was not even a full-blown one, I didn't have to go to Emerge. It was treatable with the Advil, and like, you know, it lingered around for like 2 or 3 days, but that was it. Like, it was tolerable. And all these other minor headaches that I had, like there might have been about 8 or 9 in 11 months, and it might have been just like for a couple hours in the evening, and I could actually get away with taking a Tylenol that took care of that. So I was like ecstatic, because for those of you who do not know what a migraine is like, it's one of the most debilitating things that you could ever have to go through. They're terrible. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. They're awful. So to go in that amount of time and to have, like, you know, some people would say, oh God, like that's still averaging like one headache, maybe one a month. But to be able to take 1 or 2 Tylenol, and it's something that like was gone within like 2 or 3 hours after you take the Tylenol, that was unheard of in my case. Like, totally unheard of. So I have been like floored at the results. I have talked to other people who have had their Daiths pierced as well. Like, there's a couple more girls at my workplace that they got theirs done as well, and they have had the same sort of results that I have. So it's not bogus, it's not a farce, it's not some sort of gimmick. If you talk to anybody who does acupuncture, they can tell you that these acupuncture sites, to where they put the pins and the needles and stuff, I mean, it really does have an effect on the rest of your body. And I am a believer 110%. And I would recommend anybody who has a migraine, or who is a migraine sufferer, anybody who is a migraine sufferer, go and get your Daith pierced. For sure. So, what the piercer had told me actually was, when I got this one done, because I used to get the migraines that were mostly affected to my right side the most, and what he had said was that there are some cases to where people who have migraines on the one side, when they get it pierced, the migraines migrate over to the other side. So I was like, okay, the heck with this. So 6 months after, just to be safe, so better be safe than sorry, I got this one pierced too. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but I got that one pierced. So I still don't have migraines. Like I said, I have one, and it was very minor. So I don't know if this one here helped any at all. I don't know, but all I know is I've got my dots pierced, and it cost me $35 for each ear, which is, I would go through like a bottle, an extra strength bottle of the Equate brand of the migraine gel caps every month, like easy, which was like $18 I think it was. So within 2 months, well, give it 3, within 3 months the ears, the Daith piercings had paid for itself just by me not having to buy one of these every single month. And I know a lot of people are a bit skittish about getting, you know, the cartilage on the inside pierced in that. And I do know I have a high tolerance for pain, because anybody who knows me, they know the tattoos that I have. So I can tolerate pain pretty well. But in all honesty, I will say that when I got that pierced, it was like a split second. Bang. That was it. Done. And it's on the inside of your ear, so even if you're a side sleeper, it's in your ear enough to that the pillow, it's not pushing on the piercing, so it doesn't affect it in any way. You just clean it regularly, like, you know, get some cleaning solution for piercings, and you keep at it for about 2 months. 2 months mine was healed, like perfectly. So just keep it clean. Just try not to get any soap suds or anything in there, and you should be good to go. So I would definitely recommend it, and I'm sure there's tons of piercers out there in your area that you can go and talk to one of them about, that they would definitely have to have some sort of knowledge about the Daith piercings, but I would definitely recommend it to anyone. So guys, I hope you got something out of this video today, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't done already, subscribe and hit the bell notification sign so that you will be updated whenever a new video comes out. Okay, so remember guys, always be the reason that somebody smiles today and not frowns. Okay, have a good one. See you in the next video.